Hello, beautiful people. Thank you so much for tuning in, watching, and listening. This is going to be the June 2022 reading for the zodiac sign of Libra. As always, my readings are very intuitive, so I'll provide you with any intuitive messages that I receive, as well as the meaning of the tarot cards. I do, however, recommend you check out your sun, moon, and rising just to get a full picture of everything that's going on for you this month. And if you haven't done so already, please do subscribe to my YouTube channel. When you subscribe, that helps me greatly, and you'll be notified when I post new videos. With that being said, let's go and jump in and get started, Libra. Column number 1, we're going to take a look at what's wrapping up and coming to a close, so things that have happened in the last few weeks. Column number 2, we're going to take a general look at June. We're going to do a money column, a love column, and the 5th and final column, we're going to do a message for our future self or spirit guides. We're also going to do 3 yes or no questions, a crystal of the month, and a healing note for you. But let's take a look here and see what we've got. Looking for a summary card to start us off with. Again, that column number 1 being what's wrapping up and coming to a close. We have the card repetition. This card can mean a couple different things, but I feel like for some of you, you kind of feel like you're stuck in a rut. You're stuck doing the same thing over and over and over again, Libra. But let's see what messages we have for you. The first card that we have is the 3 of Cups. The 3 of Cups is a card of friendship, circle of support. It can also be a card of celebration. So recently, in these last few weeks, you could have realized just how good your circle of support has been, your circle of friends. Also, though, there could have been something that you were celebrating. The next card that we have is the 7 of Wands. The 7 of Wands is a card of self-defense, or feeling like you're having to protect yourself against competition. If you look at this card, this person's standing on the hill, they have just their 1 wand, and then there's these other 6 wands at the bottom of the card here, trying to kind of knock this person off the hill. So again, being in that point where you're having to defend yourself, some action that you're taking, a relationship, some sort of self-defense happening. At the very bottom, though, we have my favorite card in the entire deck, the 10 of Cups. The 10 of Cups is the card of everything. If you look at this card, we have a beautiful rainbow at the top, all the full cups, there's a happy couple, kids playing, there's a house in the background, the grass is green, water is running. It is genuinely the card of everything. It's a card of family, contentment, total love, total support. So in addition to that circle of support that you're getting from friends, I feel like at this point in time, you're really enjoying your family, you're enjoying your children. You could have just bought a house. There's a really wonderful sense of contentment and happiness that's coming through here, Libra. Let's clarify, though, and see what messages I have for you. The first clarifying card we have is the Sun card. Similar to the 10 of Cups, it doesn't really get any better than the Sun card, Libra. This is a card of material happiness, joyous outcome, success. Again, I do feel like there's something that you could have been celebrating, but this is really just a time of happiness, joy, and everything that you're doing is so successful, so I'm not surprised that there's celebration there. The next card that we have is the Queen of Cups. The Queen of Cups is a card of healing, support. Support is coming through. Again, you have that really good circle of support with you right now, Libra. But one thing to keep in mind with this card, if you look at the Queen of Cups, the cup on this card really isn't even a cup. It's more like a trophy. This trophy being you, but this is also indicating that you're coming out on top of whatever this conflict or need to defend yourself, or like people can try and kind of like pick at you, but it doesn't matter because you're still doing great. You're doing exactly what you need to be. Life is happy for you and you're in a really good spot. Then at the bottom here, we have the 2 of Pentacles. The 2 of Pentacles is a card of having to weigh out many options. It's kind of like this fine balancing act when we have lots going on. But I feel like you have like mastered this fine balancing act. Again, you have everything, and there's a lot of contentment, and a lot of joy, and a lot of happiness that's coming through for you right now, Libra. So really beautiful last few weeks. Now let's take a look at our next column. which is just general what's going to happen for the month of June. We have the card perception. Typically when I see perception, it means that you are going to get some new information. You're going to be gaining a new perspective on something that possibly you did not have before. But let's see what cards we have coming through here. Again, just general for June. The first card that we have is the Ace of Cups. Anytime we have an Ace card, it is a card of newness. Typically, the Ace of Cups is new baby, relationship, proposal, marriage. So some of you could be finding out you're pregnant. You could be having a baby. Some of you could be entering into a new relationship is really exciting. This even could be a new friendship. This is like a new connection to the heart that we're feeling here. If some of you are hoping to get engaged, this could be a great card for engagement or marriage as well. The next card that we have is the Eight of Pentacles. The Eight of Pentacles is a card of mastering your craft and enjoying your employment. Enjoying your employment or enjoying what you do for work is really important, and not a lot of people have that ability to enjoy it. So I like to see this card. This card's also an indicator though of working hard. But when I see this, it's like you've worked hard for something and you're going to be reaping the benefits. So you're hard working, whatever you're working on here, Libra. And of course, it's going to benefit you because you have worked so hard for it. The next card that we have is Temperance. Temperance is a card of balance, harmony, patience. Again, this is like the perfect balance we were feeling coming off, and that's going to be continuing for you for the month of June, which is really great to see. But again, temperance is just that perfect balance of everything. Social, rest, work, life, all of those things. So love to see temperance in there in the mix for you too. But let's clarify and see what other messages we have going on here. The first clarifying card we have is the High Priestess. This is a card of trusting your intuition, trusting your gut. For those of you that are finding out that you're pregnant, or maybe you just had a baby, make sure you're like following your natural parent senses, that gut feeling. Whereas you're entering into a new relationship, don't really overthink things, just act on your gut. You know how you need to respond. So this is very much so just trusting yourself and trusting your ability to navigate this new relationship. The next card we have is the Seven of Cups. The Seven of Cups is having lots and lots of options, lots and lots of things going on. It can sometimes indicate like having a hard time committing to something because you have so many options. But I feel like this is just more busy. If you take a look at this card, there's something different happening in each of the Seven of Cups. And I just feel that some of you are going to have a really busy month at work. You're going to continue to work hard, which isn't a bad thing, but I do see you like continuing this cycle of working hard. There seems to be a lot of different projects or tasks that need to be completed as it relates to work. Again, though, with that Eight of Pentacles, it's working hard and being rewarded. So don't be overwhelmed or turned off by all of these cups and all these things happening. The next card we have is the Ace of Pentacles. Again, anytime we have an Ace card, it is a card of newness. The Ace of Pentacles is new job, raise, promotion, investment, some sort of new income. This new job, this new raise, this new promotion, maybe this will provide you financial balance, work-life balance, maybe get you away from that Seven of Cups where you're doing so much at work. But seems like a really great new money opportunity as well as a new relationship. Now let's take a look at our next column, which is anything related to money. So think job, career, finances, businesses you run, investments you have. Again, anything you think of when you think of money. The first card that we have, Libra, is the Queen of Pentacles. The Queen of Pentacles is a very resourceful card. I love to see this in the money column because it means we're being smart, we're being resourceful with our money. So all around a really good money card to have. The next card we have is the Eight of Wands. The Eight of Wands is a card of speed, action, quick change, news coming in. So it does feel like there will be some news coming in for you or some sort of quick shift. It very well could relate back to this Ace of Pentacles, where either you'll hear about a new job or you'll be promoted quite quickly, or a new job will kind of just fall into your lap almost, it feels like here, Libra. Then at the bottom we have the Ten of Pentacles, which is another really wonderful money card. This is a card of leaving a legacy. When we think about leaving a legacy, that's long term, that's lots of money, so we love to see that. This is also a card of retirement and inheritance, that kind of large lump sum of money. Some of you could be retiring, which is so exciting. Congratulations for those of you that are. But this could be some sort of indicator of lump sum of money, even outside of work. Like I said, it could be a bonus or something of that, but it could also be money coming from a different source other than your employment. Taking a look at our clarifying cards here. The first clarifier we have is the King of Swords. The King of Swords is very intentional, very strategic, very long-term. Again, we've had two long-term cards now, so we have the Ten of Pentacles and now the King of Swords. This is like saying what you're doing for work, what you're doing for money is the right decision long-term. You're in a very resourceful place, and it's very strategic at this point, so love to see that for you, Libra. The next card that we have is the Nine of Swords. The Nine of Swords is a card of worry, anxiety, could be grief, depression. It quite literally means nightmares as well. You see this person sitting up in bed worried about something. I feel like more than anything, this isn't really coming through as worry as much as it's coming through as shock to me, Libra. This news is like going to catch you off guard. Again, this job is going to fall into your lap. You're not going to think it was going to happen. Or this promotion, maybe you're like, that person's never going to leave the company, and then they did leave. So this isn't so much worry or grief or depression. It's really coming through to me as shock. So whatever this quick change is or this news that you find out is going to be shocking. The next card that we have is the Eight of Pentacles. We had the Eight of Pentacles earlier, repeat Eight of Pentacles. There's no denying how hard you're working, Libra. You're doing the right things, you're being noticed by the right people, and again, your hard work is going to be paying off. In terms of leaving a legacy, this is similar to the top two cards up here. This is saying that you're doing the right thing long term, so I'd love to see that for you. But also hard work paying off, so as you do get raises and promotions, it's because you've worked hard for them. Now let's take a look at our next column, which is anything related to love. So think family, friends, relationships, children. Again, anything that you associate with love. The first card that we have is the Judgment card. The Judgment card, first and foremost, Libra, anytime we see this card, this is a card that's going to be favorable to you. So this is something happening favorable to you. This is typically a card of clarity or making a decision. So I feel like there's some sort of decision or some sort of clarity being gained as it relates to love. We're going to clarify this card, but again, coming through is very favorable to you. The next card that we have is the Six of Pentacles. The Six of Pentacles is a very generous card. It's a card of giving or receiving help. Do realize that there probably will be some time this month. I'm going to give you specific because that's what's coming through here. I feel like you will be helping a family member. It could be a friend, but family member seems to be the key here. And it feels like you're the generous one. You're giving something extra to a family member this month, it seems like. The next card that we have is the World card. The World card is a card of completion. It's completing a goal. It's completing a lesson. It's something coming full circle. It could also indicate travel, so you could be traveling with family, friends, loved ones this month, going into June. But this is like leveling up is the way that this message is coming through. And I do think that the Judgment and the clarity, or excuse me, the Judgment card and the World card are connected here. The Judgment card meaning clarity. It's like you learned a lesson and now you're moving on to the next step. And this could be an advancement in your own self-development. This could be you advancing as a parent. This could be you advancing as a friend. This could be moving on to the next level in your relationship, but it very much so has this leveling up feeling associated with it. The first clarifying card we have is the Queen of Pentacles. We have the Queen of Pentacles, they're actually side by side here. This is again that card of being very resourceful. Outside of money, this is a good thing too. This is like you're able to utilize your love resources, which is huge. We talked about how you could be helping this family or friend going into the end of this month or going into the month of June. This is also a card of fertility. So for those of you hoping to expand your family, get pregnant, have a baby, this is a great card for you. There could be clarity also around if you want to be a parent or not want to be a parent. Good card though, both in the money and love column for you. The next card we have is the Six of Swords. The Six of Swords is a necessary transition. This can also be a traveling or moving card. We talked about that a little bit with the World card. But whoever you're helping is like going through a major transition in their life. They could possibly be going through a bad breakup or divorce or loss of a loved one. Again, whoever you are helping this month in June, Libra, is going through some sort of major transition here. Then last but not least, how perfect is this pairing? We were just talking about how you've completed this, you've leveled up, and now we have the Fool card, which is a new beginning. The World card is the last card in the Major Arcana, and when we get that card, it means that the Fool card is coming, which is the first card in the Major Arcana, and then the cycle continues again. So literally no better pairing than an ending and then a new beginning here for you. The Fool is fresh hope, taking chances, going on a new path, adventure, new beginning. Again, you're that leveled up type energy where you're starting something new. Now we're going to take a look at our fifth and final column, which is a message from our future self or spirit guides. We have the card Revolution. So really probably major changes coming for you. A change in the way that you've been doing things, Libra. But let's take a look and see what messages we have here. The first card that we have is the Tower card. So we just said that there will be a major change coming for you. The Tower card typically is an unwanted change, but the nice thing about the Tower card is always something that had to happen for a reason. It just doesn't go the way that we want it to. So let's say you have A, B, C planned, but it happens D, E, F. So just be aware there is a change coming, but it might not be exactly the change you were hoping for, or it may not play out exactly the way that you were hoping for. The next card that we have is the Emperor. The Emperor is a card of respect, leadership, strategic planning. This is again that very forward thinking, that long-term success. I absolutely take this as confirmation with that Tower card there that this did happen for a reason. This is realigning you, putting you back on your path, moving you forward. Then at the bottom we have the High Priestess. We also had the High Priestess earlier, but another reminder to be trusting your intuition, trusting your gut. You know how to navigate through whatever this change is that's coming, and this change is good for you long term, Libra. But let's clarify and see what we've got going on here. The first card that we have is the Seven of Wands. We also had the Seven of Wands earlier, so that's that card of self-defense, having to protect yourself against competition. The nice thing about this Tower card is I'm just like seeing you like being completely removed from this situation where you're having to defend yourself or having to compete against others. So again, it's probably not going to play out the way you had planned or what you thought it was going to be, but that's one of the things that we're moving away from with the Tower card, is having to protect ourselves. The next card that we have is the Page of Swords. The Page of Swords is a very gossipy type card, very curious. It's kind of prying eyes, it's truth. What I'm getting here, Libra, is if you work through this, as you work through this change, as you start planning new things, I would kind of keep quiet about what you have planned. Sometimes it's best to not share our intentions, not speak about them, because not everybody wishes us well, unfortunately. I wish it wasn't like that. But this is like kind of saying like maybe keep a little bit quiet as you go through this change and as you go through this transition. That will help you stay out of that self-defense thing too, because sometimes you say something and people are like, that's a stupid idea, and it's not a stupid idea, it's a brilliant idea. So you don't really want other people's energy and input is the message that's coming through there. Then we have the then we have the Six of Pentacles. Again, that's on top of our High Priestess. This is, again, this very generous card. This is going to tie back to where we were talking about generosity earlier. Trust your gut through that. You'll like intuitively know what you can do, how you can help there. Now at this point in time, Libra, I'm going to give you the opportunity to ask 3 yes or no questions. We're going to use the Gypsy Witch Fortune Telling deck. If you don't have 3 questions in mind, you can pause the deck and think of them really quick. But for question number 1, we have the King of Diamonds. This is number 15 card. That's a yes for you. Question number 2, we have the 5 of Diamonds. This is the number 28 card. That's going to be a yes for you. And for question number 3, we have the Ace of Diamonds. This is the number 9 card. That's going to be a no. So yes, yes, no. We're also going to pull a card from our Healing Stones deck here, which is a crystal to keep with you throughout the month of June. Keep it in your pocket, put it on your nightstand. Just keep it with you. Your crystal for this month is Diamond, which is great for spiritual freedom, light. It helps you think big, and it really gives you that far-sightedness. There was a lot of long-term in this reading, so not surprised to see Diamond coming to support you long-term there. Then we're also going to do a note from our Healing Notes deck. Your healing note says, understanding is the first step to acceptance, and only with acceptance can there be recovery. Thank you so much, Libra, for tuning in, watching, and listening. Please do like, comment, subscribe. Let me know how this video resonates with you. Again, when you subscribe, that helps me greatly, and you'll be notified when I post future videos. Also, if you feel inclined, I did include my Venmo in the comments box if you'd like to make a donation. But thank you so much, Libra, and have a wonderful June.